Okay, how we doing up there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. And this is the biggest screen I have ever painted. So biggest screen I've ever had or ever owned was a 200-inch screen I used to have a long time ago. And that was in my second house. This one is the biggest screen that I've ever done at 250 inches. This thing is quite large. Interesting way how it had to be painted. I had to pull the screen in as much as I could and basically paint one side and then come back in and hit it again or bring it back in. So what we did was we basically put the screen in, folded it on that side, painted as far as we could, got that painted, and then went back in, pulled the screen back out, straightened it out. It's folded here and painted that in. So that's how we're going to go about it when we finish it. So right now, we're probably going to do about somewhere between 2 gallons at the most of 38 to knock it out. So it is quite large. Once you get it painted and it's all basically flattened out, it is quite a big screen. This is actually folded over, mind you. So I got to come down here with the measuring tape, got to measure up the size of it, how we're going to build the frame, how we're going to construct it, how we're going to put it all together. This thing's definitely going to have some kind of back to it, because if the wind hits this thing, it could basically have some problems. So we're definitely going to construct a back to it. Like I said, I'm going to do something with the hinges because I don't want a billboard staring me in the face once we pull the screen down. I need the screen for it to be to fold in multiple places and collapse from the back and fold back in. So we just have this huge, I guess rather have huge screen, but only wanted to be about that high. Once you fold it out, it stands up. So I already got the blueprints on how to put it together. This would be the biggest screen I have ever painted, the biggest one. Like I said, I've done 200 inches, never 250. Oh, mama, 50 more inches. This thing would have been 300 inches easily. But it was interesting painting it. So the priming's done. This is just the priming part. That's done. And then after that, we go over it, we coat it in black. This thing is going to have some, I mean, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to do this on a crazy level. We're going to have big speakers out there that light up. I want freaking lights throughout the whole entire system. So we're going to build a platform for this too, also a massive platform. So this is going to be fun. So right now, everything's done. I'm going to throw my fan on so I can get my air effect. Drives the screen much, much faster. If I did it the traditional way of putting the fan without having underneath of it, this thing would have took forever to dry. So this will be the biggest screen we got on display. I doubt I'm going to do 300 inches. I doubt it. That's too big of a screen. Way too big. This thing's something else. So basically, when you put your first coating on the material, yeah, it does get a little crazy. But after that, once this is already coated, we apply our technology to it. It'll go on just like that. We'll be done, dry it, fold it up, stick it in the corner, and until we get ready to basically set it up outside. I wonder if I could string it from the deck outside just for the time being, so you can see exactly how big this thing is. If I had to wrap around the deck at that, probably would. Man, this is going to be great for freaking movies. I'm going to start working on my collection right now. Start downloading my movies. I'm definitely going to be doing Pacific Rim on this. That's definitely going to happen. Godzilla, I definitely have that on my PS4, so I'll definitely be watching that on here. The new one, the new Godzilla. Whew. Just trying to figure out where the freaking measuring tape is so I can get the size of this thing. Yeah. And we're out. Like, we literally went through 3 gallons just to be able to prime the thing. Took 3 gallons to knock it out. Good gracious. Pac-Man is literally going to be the size of a car tire on this thing. Oh, that is real good. I am not type looking. Yeah, put it back. Right over here and put it back. This has got to be like 11 feet high. That's something pretty big. My balcony, from my deck all the way from the balcony from the top was 11 feet. This thing is as tall as my balcony. Alright, that ain't too bad. I think I had 2 projectors running off of this. We're going to do a long throw and we're going to do a short throw ViewSonic. We need a 235.1 because I would love to see what 235.1 looks like on this. It's wide enough to do it. So I am going to be resuming tests tomorrow for the gunmetal. So right now I got some orders that just came in. I need to attend to that, and we need to get this thing done and wrapped up, put it to the corner, and get it ready. And then we got to start measuring out. Next week we go to Lowe's. We start measuring out exactly how we start building this and putting this together. Now I know it takes 3 gallons of primer to knock it out, and 2 gallons. It's going to take about probably 2 gallons of our product to do the screen. Yeah. So I wonder how many LED lights it's going to take to do the trace out the screen. That is going to be interesting. How many? I say probably about 4 or 5 boxes. I'm definitely doing all chasers. Every last one of them. Don't make weatherproof chasers. Look into that. So you can get an idea how big this screen is. And this is folded. That's actually folded. That's how big the screen is. It is freaking massive. I thought the 180 inch was big. Well, 180 inch, I've done this before. That's a 180 inch right there. I've done 180 inches before. We already had one. We never had a 250 inch right from the door. This is going to be massive. What is that over there? Well, I'll figure it out when I get there. Paint on a drive. Yeah, this will be quite interesting. The topics. I haven't even posted it to the forum site yet, which I'm about to do in a few. But this will be interesting to topics. The screens will be displaying outside. How, as I said before, how our screens can't pull up in a small environment, but yet we can project on massive screens outside. That'll be interesting. I have no idea what I'm gonna watch for. Definitely cartoons. Definitely got to do some cartoons off of this. God, I cannot wait. 180 inch, like I said, I've done 180 inch already. So right now, 100, it's big, but I've done it already. 250, I had 200 inches, but never did a 250. Okay, well that's basically about it. I got to start working on blueprints. I got to measure this thing out the size, how we're going to build it, design a platform, how we're going to weight it down. Oh yeah, definitely how we're going to weight it down. We're probably going to need about we can actually tether it to the gate. I know that. That's one of them. But we're probably going to need about, let's say about 4, maybe 6 buckets, heavy buckets of bricks to lock it in. That should be hard to do. I can build a weight system to lock this thing. It ain't going anywhere when we get done with it. And I need to measure my yard too. Got to take out the stump, got to be torn down. So this would be cool. So I can do the 250 here, 180 here, 150 on the deck. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get my GoPro set up. So my GoPro set up, I'm going to actually walk through here. All these screens will be fired up. The screens out there will be fired up because somebody wants to do me a promo video for my technology. And then we'll come out and the last screen will be 250 inches. That screen is probably about 11 feet high. My deck is 11 feet high. So that thing is going to hit. I can sit from my deck and watch it from my deck. And that sounds when I say deck, but it's deck, D-E-C-K. Okay, golf. Yeah. Right over there. Try to beat people. Cut that down. Hey, you guys want some bread? Hey, some food from. Cut that down. The projector there. Or we can use a short though. Blow the whole thing up. That means I can sit right here. My screen is going to stretch quite large. I forgot I left my stand here. Yeah, take it should land about right about there. Right there, it should land from here to here. And it should be 11 feet high. This is about 11 feet high. So it's going to be about as high as my deck. That is going to be absolutely insane. We got to work on this one next. All we got to do now is just put a rail support beam back here, from here to here, to tighten that up, and this will be good to go. That's all we need for this. We go to Lowe's and get that right there. That piece for that. Then underneath of us, we got 180 inch. We got to build the frame for that one. And then that one's finished. Okay, that one has to be redone. When we do that screen over there, I'm doing that with gunmetal, that gunmetal technology. And then we have 140 inch or 144 to build in the relaxation room. What you doing? Whatever. I think I'm keeping this screen here since this was supposed to go out on the deck, but no point. We got 150 out there already. This is 148. That one's going to stay. That screen's right there. That's my other screen right there. Man, how they climbing up the hill? They got that at the end of the day. Oh, good luck on that one. Yeah, I hear you. All right. That's what we need right there. I'm taking that unit down right there. We don't need that anymore. That whole scaffold thing needs to come down. Where are my tools at? I'm going to take that down right now because we don't need it there anymore because I'm going to expand all of this. I was going to cut my deck in half and put half of area here and here, but I think I'm just going to expand and use the entire deck as my setup, and that screen's just going to be the centerpiece. So we don't need that there. That needs to come down. So I'm going to detach that. I bet you the drills are downstairs behind the painted screen. I guarantee you they're behind the painted screen. Oh. All right, clean my unit out. Almost dry. Wrap that up. So I got a few more screens to go. Fabric screens. We're going to do a gunmetal and 150 inch for display outside. And for the floor, I have 150 inch, but what I want to do is I did the 180 inch. I want 180 inch for my floor display. That's what I want. Yep, drill's way over there. Okay. I'll take it down later. All right, people, that's basically about it. It isn't much. I guess this is the last video for me because I'm not shooting anything. I'm done. I got to be on a couple of forum sites in a few minutes, so I got to be over on Facebook. I got to be on Instagram. I got to go over and show them off the new gunmetal screen technology over there. So that's where I'm going to be at for the next few hours. I'll be over there showing them off because a few people already saw the screen already. I got a couple phone calls already about the big 250 going out in the backyard. So they're excited to see it. It's going to be gorgeous, man. It is going to be gorgeous. That 180 inch, mind you, that's going to be beautiful. Have a 180 inch on one side and a 250 on the other side. Two displays going off back to back. That is going to be insane. Yeah, this screen, we got to go all out. We got to go all out with speakers, the whole 9 yards. I want the whole thing to light up. This is going to be crazy. All right, well, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.